Welcome to the first of what could be mini trips to Disneyland Paris in my future.
And we can you and me together. And we can you and me forever.
I booked a passport renewal appointment to get my passport redone on the 23rd of July and thought, quick, let's do one last trip. I have a trip in the diary to go to Disneyland Paris in September, but the Disney cravings are coming in hard. So with my crazy Disney cravings and the threat of being passportless for a while, I decided to go to Disneyland Paris for a day. I thought Disneyland would be good, partly to satisfy that Disney itch, and partly because Carl's not really bothered about coming with me or not. So tomorrow I will be getting up dark and early, taking the bus to London Heathrow, where I'll be hopping on a flight to Charles de Gaulle. I don't love taking short flights like that. I'm not really a climate warrior, but it makes me feel a tiny bit icky, but it was the only affordable way. I looked at Eurostar and stuff and they were crazy expensive. And then to balance it out, that night I'm going to be catching the FlixBus overnight home. I know I've done the overnight FlixBus video before, which I'll pop here, I think here, so you can check that out. I won't be doing it as in depth, but this time I think it's on the ferry, so it will be a little bit different and I can come home and crash out. I don't think I could hack doing overnight and then going straight into a park day, which is why I decided not to do the FlixBus both ways. But it could be a fun future challenge. Let me know if you want to see me try. It is a shame that the FlixBus leaves about 10:15, so I'll miss the fireworks and everything. But it does mean that I can maximise my part time and not be standing around waiting for the fireworks. The other thing that clinched it was I was just messing about, seeing what was going on. Sadly, I'm a little bit too early for the Princess Cavalcade, but I should see that in September. And I was looking at what tables were available, and Bistrot Chez Rémy had a 7:30 in the evening dinner slot. And I was like, well, it's the universe telling me that I needed to go, because I had literally just bought a couple of ratatouille bits from Primark ready for September to bounce. If you're ready for a jump scare of me at 4 a.m, let's go.
I've left predictably late, so I'm slightly jogging. Ooh, how very alphabet. Next up, green sign. Jogging to the bus stop.
Well, if Google Maps is to be believed, then I've arrived on time, but we'll find out in about 30 seconds. Is that my bus? That's my bus. It's 3 minutes past 5. Feels like 3 minutes past 5. But I'm going straight to security because I've got my boarding card already on my phone. Airport theory. I like to get here very early, normally 3 hours before, but getting up early enough today. So I got here an hour and 45 minutes before the flight, which now means I have about 30 minutes. So I have a dilemma. I would normally like to sit somewhere with a table, and especially because I got to stick my lashes on for the day, but I don't want to pay that kind of airport price just to sit somewhere for 25 minutes. So I don't really know what to do with myself now. I normally walk around with AirPods in, which means I do miss the little gems that you hear when you're going past people, which I often notice in people's Disney videos, this like snippets of conversations of people going past them. And I just had a guy, bear in mind it's 5:15 in the morning, going past on the phone saying, "I've just sent you a picture of a pizza." What? My gate is in the A section today, so I don't have to get the monorail or tube over to the other side, which is good. The first section of seating you come to was crazy busy, but this place is pretty empty, so I think I'm going to camp out here for a little bit. Look, I know it's vain to be sticking false eyelashes on in an airport, but I slept so badly. I tried to go to bed at like 7:30, knowing I was getting up at 3:30, but I think my body just thought it was going for a nap. So it took me a while to get to sleep, and then I had like 20-minute bursts all night. Right now, I don't know how I'm going to make it through till 10 o'clock tonight to get my coach. I'm hoping Disney Magic will get me through. Plus, I might buy a Red Bull. It's not going swimmingly. Here's where you will see how blind I am. Listen, I was tempted, but I'd never make it to the end of today if I did that. Champagne later at Disney. Everyone else in Group 5 had to check in their bag, but I only have a little rucksack, so I didn't have to.
We welcome you aboard this British Airways flight.
Okay, well that was an absolute delight. They let me use my red British passport. They asked what colour it was to go through the e-gates. So the time is 9:03 and I'm already through passport control. So I think the 9:45 train is going to happen as long as it's not sold out. I think I'm going to buy the tickets on the train line while I go. Multitasking. And then find a coffee. Got my ticket. Just need to find a coffee and the train leaves in 35 minutes. I've opted for the quick train to Disneyland Paris. It's going to take me all of 11 minutes. But you can go the much cheaper way, which is to go into Paris on the RER B and then out again on RER A, and that'll take you right to Marne la Vallée as well. But I'm on an extreme day trip. I don't have time to be doing that, so 11 minutes it is. Got my coffee. Now I have to work out my platform on the Grande Ligne. Time's my thing. 43 to Nantes. I think I'm going to Nantes. Train's in 18 minutes, so I'm going to finish my coffee, and then I think I'm going to nip into the bathroom on the train to change into my first Disney bound. Because when I get there, the toilets apparently they cost €1. So, just to clarify, I mean the ones at the train station, not the ones in Disneyland Paris. But I'm going to try and drop my bag in the lockers first, so I won't have it with me when I get into Disney. Off the train, it is 9:54, which means the park has been open for 24 minutes for regular guests. I would pile straight in, but I have some admin to attend to first. First things first, we need to get rid of my day bag. My night bag? Just come up one set of escalators. We're following these bag signs to the lockers, hoping there's some space. Obviously, if this was like a proper extreme day trip, I wouldn't have extra stuff. But because I am going to take the overnight coach home, I've got like a big scarf as a blanket, an eye mask, extra supplies basically, because otherwise it's going to be awful. $4.50 for the day, much cheaper than using the one at the park, which I have used in the past. Obviously that's very convenient, but yeah, it's a lot more expensive. The other thing to note is this does close sometimes around 10 o'clock, so if you're planning to stay for the fireworks, you're not going to get your stuff back. Next thing to do is to go and get my, I will ask, either my priority pass or my annual pass. So when I spoke to the lady at the front, she said that you can't use your day to get annual disabled discount. And I was like, but apparently you can. got that one. I opted for the Bronze Max because it covers the trip I'm taking later in September. And also because it means you can go into both parks any day, whereas the cheapest one, you can only do one park per day. When I've had single park tickets, I've always had FOMO for the other park, even though I'm in the first one, which is stupid. Okay, I got it. I got my annual pass. So I am now officially fancy and a Disney adult. It was both very exciting and very heavy on paperwork. So beautiful. I'm sure everyone always says it. We'll stay there one day. We're too cheap. We never will, I'm sure. I did want to go into the Fleur de Lis bar one day, have a cocktail, but they've made it so only guests can go in again. So I'm very glad that we popped in that Christmas then we were allowed. And you can't book for the bar, so you'll never have a confirmed reservation. And actually the spa treatments didn't look terribly priced. So maybe one day in the future, we will do that. Now, I was debating which park to go into first because I'm currently Disney bounding for Elsa, but it would be really weird not to go straight to the castle, right? I mean, we even did it on Frozen opening day. Bonjour. Okay, it was a bit of a faff because my bronze pass doesn't cover today because it's the school holidays. It wasn't working, and then he said that I needed to scan my original day ticket, but that wasn't working. So I went into the app and it disappeared, and then he said he needed to check the contract. Here's our castle. Right now, the bridge is boarded up, and I've heard mixed reviews. Some people hate it, some people don't think it's that bad. I'm blind, so from here, she looks perfect still. It's 10:49, so I think I've made pretty good time. Left my house at, 10 to 4. So I guess we're 7 hours? Can that be right? Wow, that's gone fast. I hope the next 7 hours doesn't go this fast. I have 11 hours of Disney magic. Too early for champagne. But these are the new flutes. I'm gonna get one later. So this is somewhere between a content creation trip, an extreme day trip, a Disney magic top-up trip, and I don't know. I was feeling crazy and spontaneous. I think knowing that I'm coming back in September, I don't feel super pressured to do a zillion things. That's it, all boarded up. Honestly, doesn't it just look like Orlando? That's all I keep thinking is now this just looks like the front of the other castles. But look, if you just come behind all this lovely foliage, she looks fine. I did a terrible job with my eyelashes, and I have glue all over me. So my eyes are getting stuck open and stuck shut. So I keep looking a little bit deranged and a little bit drunk. Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna bang out rides, but I'm gonna do my favorite 2 rides first because you never know when they're gonna go down. So just gotta make sure I've done that tick. So we are gonna hit Phantom Manor and Big Thunder Mountain because they are both top notch. And then Pirates, favorite 3? Maybe favorite 3, in this park anyway. Then we're gonna head over to the other park and see Frozen. I need to kind of reconnect with it because we came on opening weekend. Although I have my suspicions of what was going on, we had to queue for almost 3 hours to get in. And so I have a little PTSD. In fact, every time I hear the music loop for Adventure Way on other people's videos, I get a little bit twitchy-eyed, but I think it will be good to go over with my little Elsa bound and rediscover the land.
Perhaps you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Hélas, les choses ne sont pas toujours ce qu'elles paraissent.
fancy nuptial doom. A ravishing bride, a vanishing groom.
Your eyes will go try to hide the series through. They sit by your side, drowning in madness hide. Everywhere through paradise.
Always a good time. And the next time I come, it's going to be the weekend that they start all the Halloween stuff. So it will be extra spooky. Speaking of extra spooky, if you walk straight out of Phantom Manor and up the little ramp, you are going to come across Boot Hill Cemetery. So this cemetery is all tied into the story behind the land. You can spot the geyser there that you can only normally see from the train. Thunder Mesa is the fictional western town that we're based in right now. There is a whole story behind it, and the cursed bride, Melanie, and her dad, Ravenswood. And every time I read it or hear it, I think I've got the hang of it. Nope, doesn't stick. But basically there was an earthquake, and that's why it all looks terrible. And it's something to do with the mine that is the Big Thunder Mountain. One day I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. Right, we are on to Big Thunder Mountain next to well and truly whip up my hair. I thought they were going to put Single Rider on. That ride is always a good time. We have it on good authority that that is the best version of the ride in the world, according to Imagineers and me. Now I'm on a mission today to find some more grab and go, or maybe I don't need one, boozy drinks in Disneyland Paris. So I'm going to be grabbing, hopefully, and going with a sangria from the Cowboy Cookout Barbecue, which I've never been to. I've never even noticed it exists, to be honest. I think because the first few times we came, we were very much budget friendly. So we were bringing like our own picnics into the park and just completely ignored nearly all of the dining options. Look at that, I just walked right past it. I didn't even see it. How have I never noticed this? So the whole of Cowboy Cookout smelled like barbecue sauce, which is not a bad thing, but that's not the kind of thing that I want in the middle of a park day. Maybe for dinner, maybe when like the thrill rides are done, that would be a plan. But I think lots and lots of meat with a rich barbecue sauce might be a bit much. But yeah, it was 12 o'clock and there was a billion tables in there, and it's the school holidays. So if you can handle an early lunch, that might not be a bad shout. Well, the plan originally was to get this and take it over to Disney Adventure World, but obviously I have to give the glass back, so I didn't have to neck it. Apparently I was quite thirsty because I did. So the plan is to go to Pirates. I mean, I've been here a few times, but I still don't know my way around. Specifically this section of the park, I get so lost. So I'm gonna have to use the app to do that. And speaking of the app, I just linked my annual pass. Very exciting. So yeah, I'm gonna go ride Pirates, and then I'm gonna head over to Frozen, maybe pick up some food from Adventure Way on the way, depending on how long I have before the Frozen show. We tried to see it in March. It was a complete disaster. Really couldn't see, and it all seemed to, I know it's kind of in the round, but it all seemed to be directed to the other side. So I'm gonna see if I can grab some food and then watch that, or watch that and then grab some food. I'm genuinely surprised at how many like food things I've been past that have been shut, like just the little kiosks, and yeah, the Critters Corral was shut even though the show was on, so they had people to buy stuff. It's weird. So this is the coolest bit of adventure aisle, let's say. So this pirate galleon, I don't know, it's been shut for years. You're meant to be able to go on it and play, and I guess it's like a little playgroundy thing, but it's never been on. But Skull Rock, I don't know, it's just cool, isn't it? That's people on a tour. So it took me until our very last trip, or our most recent trip, to notice this whole fort. Like, what? The disadvantage of skipping the queue is that you cannot see a frickin' thing when you come in here, because your eyes don't have time to adjust. This is Captain Jack's, where they serve Caribbean-inspired fare, even. I'm going to try and get a reservation here for my next trip, but it's Bistrot Chez Rémy today, and I think it'll be quite fun to compare them.
Le trésor.
Qui veut lui perdre les diamants? Montre-leur la marchandise.
Now I have a lot of time for the coffre du captain, maybe? Basically, it's the Pirates of the Caribbean shop, but also it has all the Jack and Sally merch. Okay, not normally tempted by shoulder plushes or shoulder pals, but Zero is a very cool one. I'm clearly going to enjoy Halloween because look, it's Maleficent and a Maleficent hat. Very cool. I saw the edge of this when I was ordering at Cowboy Cookout, and all I saw was the ribbon, and I was like, that dude's got a massive bow on his head. No, he had very cool Pirates of the Caribbean ears. And he gave me a cork. That's so cute. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do this later, so I'm doing it now. God, I still haven't eaten though. This is a bad plan. So this is just placed at Disney today, really. What I didn't think about is the fact that I now have a glass that I can't carry. I might go and ask the lovely ladies if they have an idea. I was sort of hoping they would suggest that I leave my used one with them and they would give me a new one later. No. Okay, so the decision is, do I have it hanging out of my bag? Or do I go and put it in a locker in the station? What's more annoying? I don't know. I know I already went in a shop, but the plan today was to not go in any shops. Just because I've got so much more time the next time I come. I immediately have to eat my words. I wandered into the hat shop because I've never been on this side of Town Square, weirdly, and immediately have fallen in love with two pairs of ears. Firstly, look at these gorgeous kind of like pinky lilac Tinkerbell ears. Oh my goodness, iridescent wings. And then cute castle ones. I can afford neither. And a tangle bag. Oh my goodness. And a Little Mermaid bag. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so anyway, I have a Little Mermaid double denim bound. Is that a bound? I don't know. I have Little Mermaid ears, a Little Mermaid denim jacket, and Little Mermaid denim shorts that are horribly clashing. But I'm definitely gonna rock that at some point. I was listening to a Disney podcast earlier, and they were talking about how when Married Life comes on, it's just all the vibes, and it so is. What a marvellous piece of writing. I've gone the wrong way. Où est la sortie? Oh, there you go. GCSE French finally came in useful. Okay, so I decided to see how much it would be to store it, just for thingies and giggles. And it was €5, which is almost the same price as going back to the train station and dropping off there. And I was like, okay, well, 50 cents. 50 cents, that'll save me like 20 minutes round trip, maybe 25 minutes, whatever. So I thought it was worth it. So I went to drop it off, and I was like, so that's €5, right? For like accessories, that's the price. And he was like, And he started talking to his colleagues, and my French isn't good enough to work out what they were saying. But basically, he was like, I can't charge you just for that. And I was like, okay, fair, but I don't want to put it in my bag and immediately smash it, because my bag is stuffed. Like, it's got a whole other Disney band in it, right? So I was like, I don't want to buy it and then crack it. So he took it and he said, you know what? It's going to be for free. What a hero. So I just have to remember to go and get it later. Leave enough time to get it after dinner. But yeah, so I have a protected champagne glass. Very happy. So if you ever need to leave anything, it is around the right-hand side of the Disneyland Hotel. I've used it a fair few times. Oh, I love a bit of Incredibles. We don't really have Incredibles here. It occurs to me. We have no Incredibles here at Disneyland Paris. Sort that out, DLP. I've used it a couple of times. One for sure when I was checking out of my place in Paris and then getting the overnight FlixBus home last time. Video here maybe? But I'm doing it again tonight, so if you just want to save yourselves a click, just keep watching. Right, so it's like a 3-minute walk between Disneyland, or Disneyland Park, and Disney Adventure World, which you may still be reading things that it's called Walt Disney Studios, but that changed in March. We were actually here the first day. I made a poor decision, I would say. We went and filmed around the castle for a YouTube video that I was making, because I thought it's going to be the quietest that Round the Castle will ever be. Early magic hours, and it's the opening of the other park. Great, got some amazing footage. Deleted it all by mistake. So it was all pointless and we missed all the fun. We missed Spider-Man unveiling the new water tower, or Earful Tower, sorry. All the special pop-ups. We came in at the regular, like with the regular guests, 9:30. But yeah, we completely effed it up. Oh well, you live and learn. I will never stop loving this fountain. I am so glad that they didn't get rid of it when they redid World Premiere, or Studio One as it used to be, because it's freaking adorable. So the last time we came in here, we had terrible copyright issues. So I just had to roughly cut it out, because trying to cut out the music just didn't work. It made the whole thing silent. So I will say goodbye and play some music over this. Or if I shout and sing over it, maybe that will work. It is some random song, cause I'm enjoying the time in Premiere One. No, what's it called? Forgot. I really, really like the characters in the windows. Look at those cool characters. Do you see anyone you recognize? I swear, I've seen other people in here and they've had no copyright, so I don't know why mine is such an issue. This place is a burger restaurant, but you can't take anything off the burgers, and I hate onions, and onions are on all of them. This is Five and Dime, a shop that everyone seems to love. I will go next time. And this place does donuts, but apparently they're only mid. And this is the coolest sign ever. I love this sign. And I have a whole video of us doing Regal View breakfast, and we're the only people in here, and it's amazing. And that should probably cover the copyright. I'm so sorry. Listen, I want to do a reel about underrated things to do at Disney. I'm not doing it this time because I don't really have time. But in here is the Animation Academy. It is so lovely to sit down and sketch a character while someone teaches you. And in here they have like fancy desks, not like the one in California, which is both good and bad. The one in California, they fit in a bazillion people and they tell you what character you're going to be doing. Whereas here, it's a surprise. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have taken my wind muff off. Yeah, you don't know who you're going to be drawing until you sit down, and also because they're big fancy desks, like individual desk things, you don't get as many people in each session. Right, let's head down Adventure Way to Frozen, or World of Frozen. Arendelle? What do I like best? Arendelle. Yeah. It is so nice to be here and not be absolutely freezing. March was unseasonably cold, and as much as I was trying to be cheerful for Carl, it wasn't really working. I wonder if you watch the vlogs back whether we are stroppy and tired and cold, or just tired. We're definitely tired. It's Disney, you're always knackered. I wonder if there is much going on in the English garden. They've replaced Rapunzel's show with Mary Poppins. You know, I saw people sitting down and I thought, oh, maybe this show is not too long from now, far from now. So I thought, oh, I'll pop a squat. Nah, it's not for another half an hour. If I'm going to wait for one show, it's going to be the Arendelle show. So here we have the Twirly Whirly Swing Slide ride, even that we're going to get next year. I'm surprised that they didn't manage to get it at the same time as Rapunzel's Tangled Spin, but I'm wondering whether I should go on that. Is it lame to go on the teacups by yourself? Do you know what? I did it in Universal because the Fluskies can't do spinning rides. I was dressed as Rapunzel last time. I put the phone here for some POV. Ah, it's so pretty! Should I try and spin? Whee! Oh, it's hard. I'm happy. Both times I got the song I liked. What I didn't see when I was much closer is that is where they are currently building Lion King. So that's going to be, well, Splash Mountain stroke Tiano's Bow Adventure stroke Lion King. I cannot get Carl to go on a water ride in Florida when it's boiling hot, so Lord knows how I'm going to get him on that. I guess that's not coming till, what, 2029, so I won't have an annual pass by then anymore. So maybe I don't have to worry about it. This is the Regal View, where we went for breakfast with the princesses, and where I will be back for a cocktail later, hopefully. The next Arendelle, celebration in Arendelle, isn't until 3:55. So it being 2:30, the plan is to find some food, migrate over that way, see if anyone's already staked a claim, and if they have, hunker down, and if not, have a little wander around the World of Frozen, stroke Arendelle, and then stake a claim. Right, we're going to look at some foodie options. Chez Berlioz has potato kind of frosties with stuff on. Chez Toulouse has rolls with various things in. Lobster roll or smoked salmon roll, they both appeal. Chez Marie, definitely the most popular, because she's got ice cream. Look, all three of these are the same, choux pastry with ice cream, but different princesses decorating them. We had Nordic taverns last time, so I don't want to do that again. I want to try something different. Is this the bread bowls? Yes, there we go. There's the bread bowls. I've seen the onion soup be very popular. The Nordic with the smoked salmon be very popular. Apparently this, for vegans and veggies, is particularly good. The veggie chili. I mean, really, was there a question? It's going to be lobster and fish roll, isn't it? I don't think for $14.50 that's terrible value, but we'll see. We'll see what we get in it. Damn, they were sold out. So I got the Nordic one instead. Smoked salmon, that'll do. I may or may not have just recorded a whole clip that doesn't exist now because I didn't actually hit record. Anyway, nice herby cream cheese, sharp, sweet radish. I feel like they could have more radish. 2 decent sized slices of smoked salmon. It's not going to set the world on fire. It's not American portions, but a decent amount. And very, very soft bread. Go back. So yeah, for $11.50 for Disney, actually, I don't think this is bad at all. There's almost too much cream cheese in this though. Overpowering the salmon, weirdly. It's meant to have rocket on it as well, but I OD'd on rocket in college because there was this one particular sandwich that I loved, but it had rocket on it, and I just had too much. I said herb a zillion times, dillion times, because it's dill. So it's, yeah, lemony and herby, very good. That's fully Mickey Mouse. Hi, Mickey. Right, let's go and see the Sitchin Frozen, shall we? Ugh, double gutted. Firstly, the guy came out and said the show's been cancelled again for today. Apparently it was cancelled yesterday. It's not super hot, so I'm confused why, but needs must. And then I was like, what's all that noise over there? They're doing the Princess Cavalcade early, and so I thought I wasn't going to see it. And then he said, this is the last one. Ah, my ears blew off. This is the last one for today, so I've missed that too. Ah! interrupted. I thought I'd finished, so I'm going to apologise right now because I'm wearing my mic. So you might have just had me going "Yay!" quietly under my breath the whole time. I'm going to caffeinate now. It is time. I have a plan. I will go on Frozen Ever After. Then I will get changed into my next Disney bound. Then I will go on Cars Road Trip. I thought this queue was going to be a lot longer, but then I realised it's because we sat in a corridor for 45 minutes last time. There is a reason I have a wrist strap on my phone, and it is because when we went down the drop, I dropped it and smacked myself in the tooth with it, but at least I didn't lose my phone. So where are we at? I'm holding my mic because I don't want to clip it to my t-shirt, forget it's on there, get changed into my next outfit, which is almost the same as this outfit. I say get changed, that sounds dramatic. Just a different t-shirt basically and different accessories. Yeah, I don't want to do that and forget the mics on the t-shirt, put it away, blah, blah, blah. So, we're doing it like a TikToker. So, I'm going to get changed. I think do Cars Road Trip, Crush's Coaster, grab a cider, Cedra, for the real, the science, and then maybe Flight Force, with some kind of relaxing break type things in between so that I don't throw up cider.
L'intérieur du tram. Merci.
All right, everybody. We're making it short scheduled.
Right, I got my cider. My batteries are dying. Everything is dying. My charger, which normally charges my phone like 4 times to 100%, just isn't coping, and I'm not sure why. Not sure what's going on. Maybe it's the cable. But my phone has been near dead all day. My camera is near dead, and it's on like 20%. So right now I'm charging the battery handle. I need to have enough to make sure I have battery for Bistrot Chez Rémy later. So I think I might not see you for a little bit. Well, odds and sods. Mini wee check-ins maybe. I'm going to drink this. I'm going to go on Ratatouille to let it settle. Then I'm going to go and do Crushes and Flight Force, which I can't film on anyway, is the thinking. And then I think it will be time for happy hour at Regal View, which I also want to make sure I record. So, goodbye. That was very dismissive. I mean, see you later. Cheers.
Pour le repas, il est là. En province? Non. A simple omelet? Too simple. Voilà. Mais oui, that's it! Hey guys! The food is for them, not you. Say no.
So it is, what's the time? It's about 6:05. So happy hours just started at the Regal View, which is part of the plan. I don't know how long that's going to be a thing, so I thought I'll do it today, just in case it doesn't happen in September, because their cocktails go down to like €13. I don't know if it's only specific cocktails, pre-mixed cocktails, or less strong cocktails. We'll find out. But yeah, I thought better to go now. We did have an excellent breakfast at the Regal View. I say excellent, very expensive, but nice breakfast at the Regal View last time we came. Was it the first or the second day they ever did it? So that was novel. And spotted the lounge as we were exiting that. And I thought, I want to be there. So that's what we're going to do. This is the happy hour menu. Alright, so it is 2 of the regular cocktails, a tequila-based one and an apple. Ah, merci beaucoup. Honestly, I might keel over. I'm so sad. First sip, proper. Oh, it's got a pretty little flower on it. Ooh, that's delicious. That's confusing and delicious. Definitely get the elderflower and pink grapefruit, I think. Look, I can't really taste the tequila, but it's Disneyland Paris and I know they pour strong, so. Chin chin. Look, being at a bar is not as fun by yourself. But I'm loving the Disney music, sort of counteracted by all the bar noise because of the bar. But actually, if I was just sat in a quiet corner by myself, it'd be a bit miserable. This is spicy. Right, I'm gonna finish this, and we will both discover if I make it to dinner. Well, that was all very civilized. Probably too civilized, to be honest. It was a bit quiet, and the barman only started chatting when I was paying. And he was very sweet. He was called Rémy, so he was very excited by my Rémy bound. There was another guy at the bar who was on his own, and I didn't realize, otherwise I'd have made conversation. I made conversation at the end because they use tongs or like bar tweezers to put the straws in the drinks, which I thought was very fancy. So I was like, I just want to film someone doing that. Is that weird? So that sparked a bit of conversation. I thought all hope was lost, but I found a charger rental station. So it's €4 if you give it back within 2 hours, €10 if you give it back by the end of the day, and €30 if you keep it forever and ever by mistake. So I've set a timer for 1 hour 45 to make sure I can get them back. I just scratched my arm and realised how sunburned I am. I had sun cream on, but clearly I forgot to reapply, and they never burn here. What is going on? I've got about 25 minutes before my reservation at Bistrot Chez Rémy, so I think I'm gonna hightail it over to Flight Force and see if I can get that done. Usually it's not a very long wait, so hopefully we can whiz through. It's a tiny bit bonkers to think that I haven't even been in Discoveryland or Fantasyland, or up until now, Avengers Campus. How did we used to do this in a day? Listen, I am not in any way excited by Avengers films. I quite like Deadpool, because he's sarcastic, so and so am I. But Avengers Campus is cool. These are the worst toilets in Disneyland Paris. Bite me. They're busy. And if you're in the restaurant, you have to come at them from the other side and then like negotiate who gets to go in. An absolute disaster. For anyone that doesn't know, Flight Force is a reskin of Rock and Roller Coaster, so the track is exactly the same. So it is a bit rougher than a modern coaster, but still really fun.
On n'a plus beaucoup de temps. Analyse des panneaux escamotables.
Retractable panels analyzed.
Recalibrage des sous-systèmes.
Super fun. I was in the front row. The guy in front of me in the queue, they sent him and his other half to number 2. And he was like, his wife was like, number two. She said number 2. And he went, what the hell? She went, yeah. She sent us to number 2 and those 2 to number 1. And I was like, yeah, she did. I'm not going to come off it and say it's a head rattler like I normally do, because I stuck my head out the front the whole time and it was delightful. I don't know if that's because I was in the front row, but it seemed to work.
So we did eat here once before, ages ago. And we had the tables that were right out by the ride, so everyone could see us eating when we got off. Now it's just random children watching me, so that's fine. The time is 7:47, which means I've got 2.5 hours before the coach leaves to eat dinner, return my power bank, pick up my champagne glass, pick up my bag. So comfortably, maybe an hour in here? Cheers. I missioned it and got my charger back in time, so it was only €5. I think I said 4 before, but it's 5. And the camera's at 98% and the phone's at like 95%. No, thank you. So definitely a good investment. It is 9 o'clock. Still very light out, so that took me slightly by surprise. That means that the coach goes in an hour and 15. The reassuring thing, in one way and also not in the other, is that I am exhausted. So hopefully I'll get a decent bit of, decent bits of sleep in between the bits that are interrupted. What I knew, but I didn't really think about, is the fact that last time I did this, it was the coach that got on the not the Eurostar, the Eurotunnel. So you like do your passport stuff, and then the coach drives onto the train, and then you just are on the coach and you're asleep, or not, as my case was. But like, it wasn't, you were hunkered down and that was kind of it, once your passport stuff was done. This time, it's the ferry. So you do your passport stuff, and then you have to get off the bus on the ferry, and like, be on the ferry, exist, eat, or try and find somewhere to sleep. I feel like it's going to be a bit Hunger Games-y to try and find somewhere to be. I'm also really, really scared about how cold it's going to be, but that's just a personal panic. Basically, I am a bit regretting this. I probably should have just got the flight home at 9 instead. But I thought this was more cost effective. Oh, why haven't I grown out of that? She said buying 20 euro champagne and 20 euro cocktail. This is why I'm a flash packer. Tell you, backpacker roots, but a luxury wannabe. I didn't feel so bad leaving today. I think it's because I have another trip booked, and that's never happened before. I do wish I had a hotel nearby and I was staying another day and then flying home tomorrow or whatever, but needs must. I have to get a new passport tomorrow. I mean, I bet that looks so beautiful with the castle, but I have to go. Okay, it is 9:29. I picked up my bag, picked up my hoodie. I'm gonna pop to the bathroom here at Disney Village and change my jeans for the coach. And then it's time to go. So. That just activated every British person in the area. Amazing. So you might remember last time I went to the wrong bus station and thought I was going to miss the coach. Had a little panic. This is the exit of the Disney Village. That is the train station. That's where you get the buses to go to the Disney hotels. That's not where we're going. We're going this way. We're going around the edge of World of Disney, round to the left, as if you were going to Vapiano or Five Guys. So we're going out the other security. What is that? What is that? Is that a drone? Is it a bird? Anyway, so we're going out this little exit to the Chessy bus station Sud, south. So that's Vapiano and Five Guys. That's some sort of car park. And over this way is the bus station. I think it's the local buses that go down to Seri, that place that everyone always called Ceres, and Val d'Europe, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, look at that. So here you can see all the hotels and everything that's nearby. And then at G, the Grand Lines. Right, this looks green. Is this me? Okay, here we go. I'm really early. So on the seat map, in theory, no one's sitting next to me. That's the most annoying window I have ever. Oh, we're going. Okay, now I'm scared. It's 10 to 10. Why are we leaving half an hour early? Did I just get on the wrong bus? Oh my god. Okay, no, I just asked some ladies at the front. They said this is for London, so we're either all wrong or we're all going to the right place. In theory, there's meant to be plugs on here. I can't see them, so then maybe they're above me. It's a bit of an older coach. Let's have a look. Nope. So I am very glad that I charged everything, apart from the mic. The mic is critically endangered. No, that's not the word. Critically out of battery, and will die any minute. And I don't have any charge anywhere to give it anything. We're about an hour from Paris, so I'm going to try and get some sleep. Partly to get some sleep and partly to work out how this works best, these seats. So the bus just reached Bercy bus station early, and then we sat there and it filled up. I truly believe this is one of the worst bus stations in the world, which is what I'm saying, but for some reason you can't hear it at all. I was so desperate to sleep, but it really wasn't working at all, and I think I just kind of got 20-minute naps. I was also using my wired headphones to sleep, but what I didn't realise was the mic was picking it up, and it's dreadful, so apologies. So everyone's talking about how we probably missed the ferry, and the next one's not till 6, which means we're getting into London 3 hours later, which is bad. The driver just came running back to the bus, and now we seem to be speeding through the port quite quickly, so maybe we've got a last minute thumbs up to get this original ferry.
The door closed behind us. It's noisy and bright. I'm not going to go around the ship. This is exactly the same ship as the one that I did in the daytime ferry. So you can watch the video of me going that way around if you want, here or here. I think I picked a bad spot. In the window. It's got like nice comfy ledge, but next to some very loud 16-year-old boys. It's too loud. I knew it. I'm on a different shelf now. The shelf is about 3 inches wider than my bum. As you can hear, it's still pretty noisy in here. Obviously the lights are on, but we're going to see what we can do. I thought I'd lost one of my eyelashes, so I pulled the other one off and then realised that no, it was just stuck on there really well. So then I had to pull the other one off, so I have no eyelashes.
I think I got about an hour's sleep because it was light when I woke up. I had a bit of a sore hip because that cushion really wasn't that thick. And then I managed to nap a little bit more between Dover and London. I had to stand on the tube home, which I really didn't appreciate, but I made it. She is a tired queen.